What's up, everyone? This is Rayuka here, and today, giving my impressions, my thoughts, my opinion on the Dead or Alive 6 online beta test. So just be aware there may be some language. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get into this. So, for those who tuned in when I live streamed the online beta test for Dead or Alive 6, it was interesting. It was fun. And obviously, after the stream and when the beta was open, I got to play it a bit more. Uh, and that was pretty much it. Got to play it a bit more. But talking about the stuff that is obviously noticeable, right? It's the roster. As soon as you go into rank, because that's all that's available in this online beta. It's rank, and given you have the option to mess with tutorial, you get to learn the basics. But if you want to, but besides that, you get thrown into rank, and it's pretty much anyone's game at that point. But before going into a match, obviously you have to choose your character, and there's about 5 characters in this beta. I mean, talking about Kasume, Ayane, Hayate, Ryu Hayabusa, and Daigo. He's the new character in this game, or Diego, however you want to call him. So he's the new character, much like a brawler, pretty much. Uh, and given Dead or Alive 6 looks good, there's no denying. Yes, DOA 6 does look good, and the characters they all look pretty damn detailed. And during battle, there'll be some battle damage on the characters. I mean, there's even some blood, I guess. And there'll be certain animations where it zooms in, and you're like, for instance, I believe it's Ayane, their hoodie blows off if it's a certain punch or whatever. It could get sort of cinematic. But besides that, yeah, that's what's in there. And then also, while you're having your matches, you could be doing combos, and during the combos you could use the special meter, and it goes into like this super kind of combo thing, which I don't know too much or too well about because there's no training option. So if you do tutorial, it'll teach you a bit, but outside that, yeah, I mean, if they made training available, it would have been a lot more interesting to see more of the special meter and how it works a lot better instead of just guessing while being in a match. But besides that, another interesting thing is too when you choose the character, you get to see the titles. Obviously, there's a lot of titles there to choose from, but it's a beta. Uh, Also, you get to see the costumes on certain characters. For instance, Hayane has quite a wardrobe. The same with Kasume, and then you have Rihabusa, Daigo, and Hayate. Whatever. At this point, they sort of limited what they have. They don't seem to have much. But the thing that caught my attention about that, and now I'm going into speculation, is that I'm pretty sure Dead or Alive 6 is going to have a lot of DLC. I'm calling it how I see it. The writing's on the wall. The way the costume stuff is sort of organized is similar to Dead or Alive 5. To me, is very reminiscent to that. Very similar, excuse me, to that. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of DLC costume wise for Dead or Alive 6. I would not be surprised if there's other versions of Dead or Alive 6 down the line. To see other versions of this game. Dead or Alive 6 Ultimate, Dead or Alive 6 Last Round. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighter that gets released down the line. Um, it just looks like it's gonna be a rinse and repeat of Dead or Alive 5 all over again, but done in a slower pace, so then it doesn't look too obvious. And that's what's concerning to me. And I hope that's not the case. I hope that the new Team Ninja doesn't do this again. I hope that they just, if they decide to release one more version down the line, that's it. Not sit there and milk it for what it is. But I have this feeling and this hunch that it's going to be a rinse and repeat of Dead or Alive 5 all over again when it comes to the way they handle DLC for the game. And what leads me into thinking that more so is the way they handle the so-called pre-order bonus for Dead or Alive 6. It's no secret by now, but Neo Tengu in Phase 4 is yet again DLC for anyone who pre-orders it. Yeah, because it's not like they weren't DLC in Dead or Alive 5 last round. You just gotta sell them again as DLC. And if you don't pre-order it and you decide to buy the game, well, you're gonna have to pay whatever they're gonna charge for those two characters again as DLC. Now, I found that to be real stupid, honestly, that they did that. Now, clearly, it's greed. That's what it is. I'm calling it for what it is. It's greed, and they just want more money, and they're taking advantage of the fan base. That's what they're really doing here. Now, if you want my opinion, my suggestion on what to do, what I think y'all should do, I want to be very clear about something. I'm not telling y'all how to handle y'all money and what y'all should do. I'm just giving my opinions and impressions about it. What I would do, because that's what I'm actually going to do, I'm not going to purchase Dead or Alive 6 when it comes out. I have no interest in picking up DOA 6. Not because it's bad. It doesn't look like it's going to be a bad game. Honestly, it looks really good. My concern is that this game is going to be DLC to hell. And the writing's on the wall. And what do I mean by the writing's on the wall? If you look at what's available in this beta, from the characters and the way the costumes and stuff just seem to look. And I'm not talking about just the costumes design. I'm talking about just the menu of it. It's very similar, to Dead or Alive 5. Clearly, there's going to be a lot of DLC for this game. And for those naysayers out there saying they won't do it again, they're not going to do it again. Hey, they're going to do it again, and they're going to make you look stupid. And if you have money to blow and you want to throw it at Dead or Alive 6 because you feel that Team Ninja don't make money, because the new Team Ninja apparently doesn't make money, because they're making money, but apparently people believe that they don't, then go ahead. Do what you want to do with your shit. But I'm just saying, for me, it's definitely not going to be worth picking up. Now, as for the other aspects of this beta, the story and the stuff that you can sort of see, but you can't really mess with or play with, I can't say, because it wasn't available, and it makes sense for that stuff not to be available in the beta, especially the story stuff. And I'm not looking forward to Dead or Alive 6 story mode, because they haven't wrapped up that whole arc with Donovan. I mean, how long can you drag out that story? So at this point, I don't know where the story for DOA 6 is going to go, and I can't express my opinions or thoughts further on that because, well, there's nothing out there of it. It's just speculation at this point. But I just feel that story should have been wrapped up with DOA 5, but they left it purposely on a cliffhanger for whatever reason, obviously. But yeah, it is what it is. Training mode was not available in this beta, so you had tutorial, but you didn't have training mode, in a sense. You couldn't really sit there and mess with the characters and get to learn their move lists and all that if you really wanted to get technical with the characters within the time the beta was open. And whether or not this beta will be reopened again before its release date, because I believe Dead or Alive 6 is due to release March 1st in the US. I don't know. If there's another beta test before that and they have more characters available to mess with, I'll try it again. If not, well, it is what it is. But my views and my opinions on it ain't gonna change. I just feel that Dead or Alive 6 is going to be the same thing like Dead or Alive 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the new Team Ninja won't do the same tactics. Maybe they'll step back. They'll do like a season pass where they actually will give you characters and some costumes or whatever, and they will charge a fair price and not a ridiculous $100, like literally just 5 characters, a few costumes, $25 to $30. Okay, whatever. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I'll be surprised if they did, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I see it being more the same rinse and repeat from Dead or Alive 5 last round, the way they handled the DLC. So for me, anyways, this is not going to be a game I'm going to pick up when it releases. I'll wait for its ultimate version. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Dead or Alive 6 Ultimate Edition a year from now, or 2 years from now, or a Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, or whatever they're going to call it. I wouldn't be surprised. So, for me anyways, I say, if y'all, for those who are wondering, I say wait. But if you really want your Dead or Alive 6 fix now, well then you got your answer. You know, you can just, I guess, reserve it and do whatever you want. Um, but for anyone using their common sense, just be aware of what can possibly happen with Dead or Alive 6. And just be cautious if you decide to purchase it. But if you decide not to, that's probably the best thing too, and just wait. But that's my opinion, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait. I'm not in no rush to play DOA 6. I'm looking forward to another fighting game coming out this year, Mortal Kombat 11. So yeah, that I'm looking forward to more. That looks like that's gonna be interesting. But I'm not trying to throw shade on Dead or Alive 6, and I don't want to come off like I'm hating on Dead or Alive 6. I just don't like the way the new Team Ninja handles Dead or Alive. And the reason why I call them the new Team Ninja, because long story short, Tonobu Degaki left that Tecmo a long time ago, and that story played out the way it did. And obviously the Team Ninja, at least the Team Ninja that I remember, they're not the same Team Ninja from then. So they do things differently. And I just wouldn't be surprised if they do the same tactics with Dead or Alive 6 that they did with Dead or Alive 5. But they're going to do it much more slowly, at a slower pace. So then it doesn't come off too obvious. It doesn't come off too strong to the consumer. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they won't do it. Maybe they won't DLC the game to hell. And they'll actually will do it some justice. But I'm doubtful of that, especially, Chloe. I mean, look how many versions of Dynasty Warriors that's out and about. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but overall, my impressions of the beta, it looks good. It does. Is it gonna be something I'm gonna pick up when it comes out? No, I'm definitely not gonna pick up the full game of Dead or Alive 6 when it comes out. I have no interest in picking it up. I think it's gonna be an incomplete product in my opinion. Um, Everyone has different views on what they define as incomplete, but to me, I see Dead or Alive 6 being the same rinse and repeat as Dead or Alive 5, and I don't want to support that if that's going to be the case. So I'll wait and see how Dead or Alive 6 turns out in the next few months after its release. But yeah, it is what it is. And that's all I have to say about it. Feel free to comment down below y'all thoughts of Dead or Alive 6 online beta test. If you got to play, did you enjoy the beta? Did you dislike the beta? If you did dislike the beta, feel free to explain why. And if you like the beta, also feel free to explain why as well. Um, do you look forward to DOA 6? Do you not look forward to DOA 6? I don't know. Just have a friendly conversation down below. And if you're new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button? It is greatly appreciated. Also, drop a like if you like what you've seen here, of course. And if you'd like to see more of this kind of content as well. Anyways, as always, this is Rayuka here saying thanks for watching. And until next time, everyone, sayonara.